Hi guys, it's me again, I'm Dan and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be doing my League 1 predictions. So obviously a couple of hours ago the League 2 predictions went up and obviously now I'm doing the League 1 predictions. The reason I wanted to format the videos like this is because I wanted to do the Championship ones yesterday because there was a match last night and then these two just before the League 1 and League 2 seasons kicked off. So yeah, I just thought it was an alright way to go about uploading these. But yeah, anyway, I'll stop rambling. Let's get into the video. And this is one which I can actually have some amount of knowledge about. So starting in 24th, I have put Shrewsbury. Everyone's targeting me for this. I feel like a lot of people think that Shrewsbury will do way better than this, but I'm not convinced. I don't see a lot in this squad that is going to place them a lot higher. And I think that Shrewsbury are always sort of mid-table, and every year there's a team that will finish mid-table area and then just end up getting relegated because the standard increases. And I think this year Shrewsbury will be a victim of that. And so I'm putting Shrewsbury in 24th. In 23rd, I am putting Morecambe. Yeah, a lot of people are predicting Morecambe to get relegated, and it's no real surprise because they finished in the playoffs last year in League 2 and obviously won them. And so I don't think that they were going to look like one of the stronger teams anyway. But they've also got rid of a few of their best players. And it doesn't look good for Morecambe at all for me. And I have to put them in 23rd. In 22nd, I'm putting AFC Wimbledon. Wimbledon are a team that often do the Great Escape. And not necessarily the Great Escape, but they always finish just outside of the relegation zone. I think last year was the example which kind of changed it in my head because they weren't necessarily always in the relegation zone, but they ended up finishing just outside there. Again, the standard will increase every year, and I think this year there's a really high standard up at the top. And yeah, I just think that Wimbledon will be getting relegated this season. And in the last relegation spot, in 21st, I've put Cheltenham. They obviously won League 2 last year, but there is a little bit of a jump between League 1 and League 2, and I think Cheltenham will struggle to make that jump, especially given that they haven't done anything amazing in the transfer window from my perspective. Although I do think it will be very close to them staying up, and obviously between whoever stays up and gets relegated, but I do think that they will just miss out, and unfortunately I am putting Cheltenham to finish in 21st. Okay, in 20th and just staying up, I am putting Accrington. Accrington have been progressively doing better in these last few seasons, but again I think Accrington are going to be a victim of the standard, and I don't know if their squad is going to have enough compared to some of the others to really do as well as they have been doing. But at the same time, I think that they will stay up, and they usually do. They did finish 11th last season, and that is a really good placing for them, so I can't see them getting relegated. But yeah, for me, 20th place. In 19th, I am putting Cambridge. I think Cambridge are being overlooked, right? Yes, they've lost Paul Mullen, which is what everyone keeps banging on about, but there's more to it than just that. Goals come from everywhere in football. Like everyone said with Rochdale last year, yes, they got relegated, but they weren't far off by any means from staying up, and to do that, you have to score goals. So for me, I just think Cambridge have more options in the squad to do that, and I don't think that they're going to get relegated compared to some of the other teams. So I'm putting Cambridge in 19th. In 18th, I'm putting Fleetwood, and they've got Simon Grayson as a manager who's decent, so I think they will stay up. But I just think that since Joey Barton left, they haven't looked the same. I know, obviously, I am not the biggest fan of Joey Barton, but at Fleetwood specifically, he did do a good job, but I just don't think it will last. Now he's at Bristol Rovers. But specifically about Fleetwood, I think that they haven't looked the same, and it just seems to me that they are on a bit of a downward spiral. Not to the point of relegation this year, but I don't think that their squad has enough to be pushing for the top half. In 17th, I'm putting Crewe. And obviously, Crewe had their first season in League 1 last year after getting promoted, and they did really, really well. They looked at one point like they might get playoffs, or certainly push for them. And yeah, I don't think that they're going to do the same. I think they're going to have a bit of second season syndrome this year. Again, not to the point of relegation, but I just don't think that they're going to be doing as well as they did last year, and definitely not getting top half. In 16th, I'm putting Plymouth. And I've seen a few people saying that Plymouth are going to get relegated, and I just can't see that from them. I think last year they looked excellent in our home game against them. And I just think that generally I think they have enough to finish mid-table this year. And I definitely don't think that they're going to be getting relegated this season. In 15th, I'm putting Burton. It's a pretty similar placing to where they finished last year. Last year they obviously got 16th. They've also got a decent manager, and I think that this will keep them out of danger, if you will. But equally, their squad just lets them down for me, and I think that until they make some really good recruitment, I can't see Burton doing any better than this. So in 14th, I've gone with Gillingham. Now, Gillingham are a side that are consistently doing better than expected, but I'm still seeing people this year saying that they're going to get relegated, and I'm just not sure why that is. They obviously don't play the most attractive football, but they're obviously somehow getting to these top half placings. I just think that their footballing style is going to let them down, but they are better than a lot of the teams that I've put below them this season. So I am putting Gillingham in 14th. In 13th, I am putting Doncaster. So the reason I'm putting Doncaster in 13th is that I think, if I'm being totally honest, they are turning into a bit more of a mid-table side. I would say that they definitely used to be more of a top-end League One, potentially lower-end Championship side, and they even got playoffs a couple of years ago, losing to Charlton in the semi-finals. But Doncaster aren't looking the strongest anymore, and I think that they will not be getting top half because the squad isn't good enough for me, and I don't think that they look like they're going to be challenging with the standard of League One this year. Okay, so now we get to the top half, and I just want to clarify something before we move on. I could see all 12 of these top half teams getting promoted this season in some way. Yeah, I just think that there's just such a standard in this top half, and I think there's probably going to be a bit of a gap between the top and bottom half this season. But yeah, let's move on. In 12th, I have put Bolton Wanderers. Obviously, they were in League 2 last year, so I can't see them going that much further, but I also wouldn't be surprised if they did. I think Bolton have recruited quite well, and they are going to be very, very comfortable in League One this year. But the other factor for me that's making me think they will get top half this year is their momentum from last season. They obviously started the League 2 season last year quite poorly, but their momentum in the second half of the season was exceptional, and so they will have so much confidence going into this year. And for me, I can't see Bolton finishing outside of the top half this year. In 11th, I've gone with MK Dons, and they are another team that have had a really good transfer window so far. They've brought in Morty, who used to be at Peterborough, so he's definitely had some experience at this level, and I think that he will probably score goals for them. And I do think that MK Dons will be getting top half because just in general their transfer windows looked really good. Their squad was already quite decent last year, and they finished 13th, which is respectable. And even with this standard, I think that MK Dons will get one more place higher. Okay, in 10th, I've put Lincoln, and Lincoln already had a good squad last year because they obviously got playoffs. But I think that they've signed Chris Maguire from us, and he is going to do absolute wonders for them because he is a great loss for us. With that and a couple of other signings which I really like the look of on top of the squad they already have, they will still be top half, but equally they will drop off because I don't know if their squad is going to gel together as well as it did last year. And again, I don't know if Lincoln are going to be able to keep up with the standard this year. So I am putting them in 10th. In 9th, I am putting Oxford, and they're another team which I'm putting a bit lower than they did last year because they've got playoffs a couple of seasons in a row, and for me, Oxford don't look like they're going to be really any stronger than they've previously been. And with the standard increasing this year, I can't see them getting that top 6 spot again. I personally think that they will get top 10, but will they get playoffs? I don't think so. In 8th, I am putting Wycombe. They finished the championship season with some good momentum. Wycombe always fluke results, especially at this level. And again, they're another team where their play style isn't the most attractive, and I think that might let them down this year because I can't see them having any major consistency, and really I don't see them getting a top 6 spot, but they will be there or thereabouts because of that sort of fluke nature. But I do believe that they will finish in 8th. Okay, finishing in 7th, just outside of the playoffs, I'm putting Sheffield Wednesday. I think that the situation at their club is a little bit messy. I'm not putting them as low as some other people have placed them. And the reason I'm doing that is that a lot of people said that the situation at Hull last year was really bad and they went on to win the league. I don't think Sheffield Wednesday are going to be even close to winning this league, but to put Sheffield Wednesday outside of the top 10 is a bit ridiculous in my opinion. They've had a decent transfer window, and they've obviously come down from the Championship, which means that they have a squad which is more capable than other teams in this league. So they will be challenging. But the reason I think they'll miss out is because there just seems to be a bit of negativity flying around that club at the minute. And to me, 7th place is more realistic. So now we get to the top 6. And in 6th, I am putting Charlton. Charlton are another club that are being a little bit overlooked in my opinion. I think they haven't obviously had the strongest of transfer windows, but they've got an alright squad, and you know, sometimes you don't need to do too much, and I don't think Charlton do in my opinion. They were unlucky last year missing out, but I think that the squad will gel together more this year, and Charlton are a club that will always find a way eventually. So for me, Charlton will get top 6, but probably the lowest playoff spot. In 5th, I am putting Rotherham. Rotherham are obviously a bit of a yo-yo team, and yeah, I think that they will get playoffs because they're a yo-yo team for a reason. They've been proven at this level time and time again. Although they haven't done much transfer business, they don't really need to be honest. Their squad has, as I said, been proven, and so I think that they will get top 6. But that standard of teams, I'm not seeing Rotherham getting automatic promotion again. In 4th, I'm putting Portsmouth. I am more confident about Portsmouth than their fans are. There's obviously a little bit of a rivalry between Sunderland and Portsmouth, but being totally honest, it's more banter to be honest. There's no real serious problems between the fans for the most part. With the Cowleys in, they will give them something this year, and I think they will get playoffs. I don't think they'll do any more than that because they've lost some really decent players from their squad, but I do think that they will be getting playoffs this season, and I'm putting Portsmouth in 4th. Okay, so obviously everyone will be wondering where Sunderland is, especially given the state of our squad at the moment. But hear me out, I am putting Sunderland in 3rd. And the reason I'm doing that is because I do believe that we will have a slow start with how thin our squad is. But some of the football we've played in pre-season is just undeniably good. And you can't take away from that. And I think going into this season, those are really good positives to take in. And for me, I do think we will eventually build up momentum and we'll continue that throughout the season. For me, I don't think we'll get automatic promotion because I think the start to the season will go on for too long and that we won't be able to get it. But I do think we'll get 3rd place because we'll have enough momentum to sustain playoffs. We have some excellent players in our squad, and I am really confident that we will be able to get playoffs this season. At the same time though, I don't know if it will be classed as a major achievement either because we really should be looking to get automatic promotion this year, but I do think that we will finish 3rd. Okay, so 2 teams to go. I am putting Wigan in 2nd place. Obviously, if you saw my early predictions video, you'll know that I had Wigan to finish in the playoffs and win them, and I am actually putting them a little bit further up to finish in the automatic promotion spots. And the reason I'm doing that is because I cannot stop praising Wigan's squad. The transfer window has been unbelievable. They already had some decent players, and I just think that this squad is going to work. And I'm getting increasingly worried about the game on the opening day for us against Wigan, which is tomorrow as I'm filming this. Yeah, I'm really worried about it, and I don't know how we're going to do. I think it'll be a good game and I'm really looking forward to it, but yeah, the nerves are setting in. I do think that Wigan will be getting automatic promotion this season though. So again, if you saw my early predictions, I had one team to win the league and I am not changing it. I have put Ipswich to win the league. I am putting Ipswich in 1st because their transfer window has by far been the best of any team in this league. They obviously already had a decent squad because a couple of years ago they came down from the Championship, and ever since then they've done alright. They've got consistently top half. Obviously the first year they were in League One, they started off really well and were in the automatic promotion spots for a while. So although Ipswich have been unlucky with how their seasons have ended, I don't think they will be this year, and I think that transfer window is totally going to boost them, and I'm really confident that Ipswich will win the league this year. Alright, so there we go, guys. I am so ready to go to the stadium and support my team this year and hopefully get some away games if I can. And yeah, I'm so excited for this upcoming season. It should be great, hopefully. But in a season there's always ups and downs, and that's the joy of football. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. So leave a like if you enjoyed and drop a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions and predictions are for League One this season. If you also have a team that you support in League One, as I do, then let me know what you think your club will do this season and how you feel about the situation at your club at the moment. But as I said, that is going to be it for this video. So that's leave a like, drop a comment down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!